So today is Thursday, January 22nd. I am on the office roof of Renovation Church in Phoenix, Arizona, where we can see that their roofing system has experienced quite a bit of wind and storm damage. What I'm going to be doing today is a repair attempt with the recommended shingle. The recommended shingle was a Owens Corning Oak Ridge. I have that here. I've documented it in photographs. The pickup of that, the removal I'm bringing to the roof. What we have here is we have a wind creased and damaged shingle. We see a large crease through the entirety of the shingle. It's been flopping around in the wind. And what I want to do is remove that and replace it with the recommended shingle. First, I want to get you guys set up so you guys can view the work. Make sure that everybody has a very good viewpoint. All right, what we have here is we have a dimensional shingle. The shingle starts here. This shingle ends here. This shingle's been flopping around. It's got a crease throughout it. What I want to make sure is that it's removed from all the material that binds it to the books beneath it. I'll be using a soft nose putty knife. Now I need to do the same thing for the two books that are above it. We'll start over here on one end. We just slowly work our way. In Arizona, these things just kind of mat together. So you just kind of work your way across very slowly. You don't want to cut or tear into anything. All right, that should give us enough room to work. Now I'm going to take my flat bar and I'm going to remove the shingle from the decking. So we'll start on one side, getting it removed from the nail strip. We'll just work our way from right to left. And now we're going to do the same thing for the shingles in the back. Working our way from left to right. Oh, we can already see a problem here. The back edge of the shingle book above it has begun to fall apart and separate from its teeth. That is not good. That's gonna make this reinsertion pretty difficult. All right, I do have the shingle book removed. I'm going to do an investigation of the underlayment to make sure we have a clear and clean surface to reinsert. I can already see some big time problems that are going on. I see here that this tooth has become delaminated. There is a fastener in the back that will prevent us from a reinsertion if not removed. Go ahead and get that out of there. All right, we've got the nail removed. However, this tooth has now become fully delaminated, and this book of shingles is likely to start to separate the same exact way that this one is. We can see this tooth is delaminated. This tooth is delaminated. And because of that, the book is separating right here at the seam. We'll continue with our reinsertion. I'll take the recommended book. I'll line it up. And we'll work to slide it back in place. We just lift this up a little bit. There we go. All right, that should be correct. It looks like it is back in place. Now I'll take the recommended roofing snake and per code 1 1/4 roofing nails. I'm going to start on one side. Start over here on the right. Make sure we're lined up in the nail strip. We are. That's one. We see a small little chip here from the roofing snake. That's pretty common, but it's still a problem. These chips, they turn into fractures and spider up the shingle over time. get lined up here in the nail strip. Make sure we're straight. That's 2. This will be number 3. We need one more. Right here on the end. There we go. We are good to go. Our shingle is back in place. However, because of the damage to the 2 books above it, I do not deem this a repairable surface. I have to say this is irreparable because this tooth and this tooth have become delaminated. The book right here has begun to separate. This book has held its integrity, although it's just hanging on by a thread. This tooth right here is separated about 25% in. This book here, also, the corner of it has become completely delaminated. Over time, this will work its way all the way across and this whole book will separate. Then we go to the second book over here, and we see that this tooth is completely delaminated, which will start the same process on this book all the way across. If we were to continue doing this, we'd need to replace these 2 shingles, which would likely cause the same effect on the books above it, and then the books above it, we'd be chasing this all the way up to the ridge. For these repair conditions, I deem this roof irreparable.